Good afternoon, and welcome to Big Z Sports' presentation of high school softball. Today in this IBC matchup, the Indian Valley Lady Braves host the Claymont Lady Mustangs. Today's game is presented by Keim Home Center, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Right Mark Roofing. Now let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
The storms of yesterday are gone, and it's time for IVC softball here from Janaton Hutton. Good evening, everyone. Big Z Sports here on location at the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio for your Wood Electric pregame show as the Indian Valley Braves host the Claymont Mustangs. Little rivalry action for your Wednesday afternoon into the evening. Nick McWilliams and Shannon Thomas will be your broadcast crew, and it will be the Claxon Communications crew of Aidan Garabrandt, Owen Garabrandt, and Micayela Plants having you covered. Owen's looking at me like I said something wrong already, but I hope not. Anyway, it's going to be a great matchup, and this was a matchup that just a few days ago high school softball fans got treated to in an offensive explosion, Shannon.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking to one of our other Big Z guys that was at that game just watching, and I said, you know, when we laid our schedule out, we actually picked this game to be here, and I said that game was an offensive explosion. Everybody would have been tuned in and excited, and today we'll probably come out and be a defensive battle, and it'll be 1-0.
A pitcher's duel, which wouldn't be surprising at all, and I wouldn't be opposed to that at all just because I'm a big fan of those kind of games. But this is obviously one of those matchups. You want to get a rivalry win. You definitely want to get a conference win. But all eyes are now getting set on the tournaments, which will be here, well, sooner rather than later. I mean, you've seen the same schedule that I have. We realize we're only a couple weeks away before tournament time actually starts.
Yeah, and I want to think the tournament draw might be coming up here maybe this Sunday or it might be the following Sunday. But like I said, it's getting close now, and you got these you got the schools where Indian Valley has been very successful the last few years. They've graduated some seniors in Claymont under new head coach Allie Edwards. You know, she's starting to get the girls playing the way that they're capable of playing and stuff, but still got some things to fix on both sides between Indian Valley and Claymont. And now's the time to do that because you can't wait too much longer.
Yeah, this is a matchup of two teams that in terms of their experience and overall upperclassmen, underclassmen, it is definitely a more senior-heavy Indian Valley team and a Claymont team that's got a lot of freshmen who are in contributing roles, but you look at their records so far to this point, you never really guess that out of the Mustangs.
Yeah, and, you know, down the road, you know, some things had to make some changes there. And the Mustangs, they're still a very young team. And, you know, Coach Edwards has done a lot of work with these girls, you know, in the past as she was an assistant coach before she took over. And the Mustangs have, like you said, really started to find their stride right now.
Yeah, they certainly have. It's going to be a fun matchup for sure as Claymont's taking infield right now. We're going to take our first time out in your Wood Electric pregame show, and when we return, we'll be bringing you the coach interviews. You'll hear from Coach Allie Edwards first of the Mustangs, followed up by Dusty Braun of the Braves. Your home for high school softball is right here in Z Country.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Commercial building owners, how well do you keep your roof maintained? At Right Mark Roofing, we offer our Bullseye Maintenance program to building owners to help keep your roof healthy. This includes our 21-point inspection that examines all the essential areas of your roof that require year-round maintenance, a detailed report on the health and status of your roof, priority service that moves you to the front of the line, and discounts that reduce the risk of expensive repairs. Give us a call at 330-275-0088 or visit our website at rightmarkroofing.com to learn more.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back into your Wood Electric pregame show live from Janayton Hutton. We're back with IVC softball as it is the Indian Valley Braves hosting the Claymont Mustangs. Right here from the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. And we're along the base pass with the coach, brought to you by PAC Drilling. Head coach Allie Edwards for the Claymont Mustangs. Coach, a matchup that you guys got a big win in on Monday. I understand that the bats were really coming alive for you guys.
They were. It was awesome. It was hot. Everybody was hitting the ball, both sides.
Now, whenever you're coming off of a game like that, obviously spirits are riding high, but how much do you tell your team to kind of work with their emotions and remember what they did right, but don't get overexcited?
I think it's a big game for the girls, being it's Indian Valley, it's a rival, but I just keep it the same every time. Don't stress them out too much about it. It's just another game.
Now, you guys, we've talked about this with you every single time that we've had you guys this season. 4 or 5 freshmen in the starting lineup, but still a very productive season thus far for Claymont. Do you see your senior leaders or your upperclassmen kind of helping out those underclassmen to step up in those big roles?
Yeah, absolutely. The seniors and the juniors have done a great job taking them under their wing.
Now, you guys are going to be matched up against a pitcher that you saw on Monday. Has that add a little bit of extra confidence for the Mustangs in the lineup?
Well, we're hitting the ball the same on the machine. The same speed that she throws and even a little harder. So I'm pretty confident that we'll hit the ball again.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Coach, and as always, good luck to the Mustangs.
Thank you.
Head Coach Allie Edwards for the Claymont Mustangs. Stay tuned because coming up, Dusty Braun for the Indian Valley Braves is on the way on the Wood Electric pregame show.
Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors. Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit waynedoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust.
Big moments are coming. Are you ready? If you need sponsor banners, graduation programs, or yard sale signs, the East Central Ohio Print Center has you covered. Visit ecoprintcenter.org. And if you've got a new driver in the house, East Central Ohio ESC offers flexible driver's education with in-car training and online options. Scholarships are available from signs to steering wheels. The East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is here to help. Find out more today online at ecoesc.org.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza with locations in West Lafayette and Janayton Hutton. Amici's Pizza offers you your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. There's just something different about a pizza from Amici's. Try one today in West Lafayette or Janayton Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
Welcome back to your Wood Electric pregame show live from Janayton Hutton as we has IVC softball on the way. The Indian Valley Braves hosting the Claymont Mustangs. You are in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. We'll go along the base pass, brought to you by PAC Drilling. It's head coach Dusty Braun for the Indian Valley Braves. Coach, after what happened yesterday with the weather, thankfully we're going to be able to get this one in. Unfortunately, you guys ultimately missed your game yesterday.
Yeah, I think maybe been a good thing. We didn't play very good Monday, and catch my breath and get realigned here for the game today. And sometimes when you don't get practicing, you don't know if you'll ever get your head above water. But we felt pretty good till about 4:15 here, and started to come down hard on us. But yeah, get a little break, got a little work in yesterday, and feel pretty good about it.
Now, whenever it comes to this matchup, we know it's a rivalry matchup between Indian Valley and Claymont, but everybody's got one focus, which is getting ready for tournament time whenever it comes to this point of the season. How do you feel the Braves are positioning themselves before we get to the postseason?
well, I hope I don't make a liar out of myself, but we just need to find consistency. I don't want to say I'm ever good with losing. I'm probably one of the sorest losers in the world, but the ultimate thing is if your team shows up and don't play good one game and then comes back and plays good and then you go on a 3-game stretch, you don't play very, you got to have consistency. And as the tournament run gets closer, you need consistency, and I still haven't had that with my program here this year.
Now, whenever it comes to trying to correct that, I know that's something that you could do various different lineups. You can slot different players into different spots, but obviously a lot of it has to do with the mental side of this game as well. So what have you been talking about with your players trying to keep them focused?
Well, we just had a little meeting yesterday, to be a matter of fact, just kind of see what everyone's views are and, see where you're going and what you're trying to do. But, that's my thing is what's your vision when you show up here at 3:30? What do you feel? How do you feel? Are you comfortable? Are you ready? Are you prepared? And sometimes you just don't know. And that's the hard part of coaching today is I don't think it's any different 15 years ago other than it's fun now. Back then you wanted blood, and I'm not sure we have that kind of killer team.
Now, whenever it comes to the matchup in the circle, we know you guys have a lot of faith in whenever Shelby's out there in the circle for you guys.
Yeah, she's a senior. She's the breadwinner here for the last 2.5 years. She waited her turn behind the Rose show, and Shelby's either on or off. There's no surviving. She didn't pitch very well Monday. Probably her first game in about 10 games. She didn't pitch very well, and you hope it's better today, and you just move on with the flow.
Now, whenever it comes to the matchup with Claymont, obviously this is a program you guys are extremely familiar with. Tell me a little bit about what you see out of the Mustangs this year.
Well, they're incredibly young. I think Alexandria's got to be proud of where our team stands right now, and I don't want to say they're in a rebuild mode, but they start 4 or 5 freshmen, and you got to be pumped up about that. I was really proud of how. I guess not proud because I was on the losing end of it, but they hit the ball well the other day. Even when we didn't throw very many strikes, they hit the ball hard and ran well, and they're prepared. I tease Allie all the time. She's off the Dusty Braun coaching tree. She grew her horns here, but I think they're a well-prepared team. They've played competitive schedule, and they're ready to go.
Well, thank you for your time, Coach, and as always, good luck to the Braves.
Hey, and thank you a lot for covering us, and as always, go Braves.
Head Coach Dusty Braun, brought to you by PAC Drilling. Stay tuned. We've got the night's first pitch from Janaten on the way.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student-athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Hi, this is Gian McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season and make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our school-to-work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show live from the Hartzler's Quality Housing Studio. Shannon, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, great comedic timing there.
Just looking at some baseball history.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, hey, it is a matchup between the Claymont Mustangs and the Indian Valley Braves. And last time these two teams met, 14-10, 24 combined runs between these two squads. And there were some issues with consistency in terms of in the circle, finding the zone that kind of led to some of those runs as well. But both teams were definitely putting the bat on the ball as well. How much do you think you're going to expect that same kind of offensive output for this game?
I don't know what to expect with softball season this year. Everything that I thought was going to happen during softball season this year with all these schools, I've been way off, And like I said, that game the other night, I think Claymont had 3 or 4 home runs. Indian Valley had a grand slam. I mean, it was an outstanding offensive outage for both teams, even though that some were walks. But at the end of the day, they still got the hits to drive in the runs. Yeah,
it's simple as that. You still got to produce, even if they do put you on the base paths with some walks and stuff. In the circle, it is going to be quite the matchup on both sides. For Indian Valley, it's somebody who has been the ace over the past 2.5 years. Shelby Gossett for the Indian Valley Braves. Going to be consistency, like Coach Braun said, is going to be the key for this. But obviously getting off to a fast start and limiting those Claymont bats is going to be huge.
Yeah, and the first thing that both of these pitchers has got to do is you got to fill out Blue. You got to figure out where Blue's strike zone is going to be, and once you can kind of figure out if it's going to be high, low, wide, or tight, then you can start working those corners and stuff. But right out of the get-go, you're going to have to put it down the middle and kind of work your way out.
Yeah, this is a field that sometimes when you get a little help from the wind, we've seen how far the ball can carry around here. Not much wind tonight, so I don't expect a ton of deep flies, but it could definitely still happen.
Yeah, it's a very nice night for softball down here in Janayton, and I believe I'm not sure if the Mustangs are in town over there for baseball. Usually that's what happens, but
I see some orange on the top of the bleachers, so I'm going to guess yes.
Yeah, so they're doing the double again, and but they've done a lot of work to this field over the last couple of years. The outfield fence is a little bit higher now, so you'll have to muster up just a little bit to get it over, and like you said, the field looks in great shape after all that rain we got yesterday.
Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to tell. Of course, if you drove through town, you might have seen some trees and branches still laying on there. What a wild night that was last night. And, we had a lot of games that got shifted, postponed, so. For Indian Valley, we were supposed to have them playing Garaway last night. That was a makeup date. Now we're going to have a third date for that game.
Yeah, that as windy as it was last night, you didn't want to be on the hill. And you got to say outstanding job to all the first responders and the power companies and stuff who was out working.
We're still out working right now.
They're going to be working on that for a couple of days and stuff. And, give them some grace. Let them do their work.
Well, we have our Wendy's starting lineups, and we're going to do these as we go through this inning. As leading things off, it will be left fielder Micayela Maple for the Claymont Mustangs as Gossett winds and fires, and it's strike one to start off the ball game. Due up this inning, Maple. Ella Davis wears number 20, bats second. Third baseman, Ava Edwards, the second baseman, wearing number 25, batting third. Batting fourth, it's Lily Cox, the first baseman, number 33. Next one, 2 Maples at the knees for strike 2. Lily Cox, a former McInturf Realty player of the game for us. Hayden Lawhun, the shortstop, number 22, bats fifth. Number 30, Anna Bloom, the right fielder, batting sixth. Peyton Lawhun will be on the mound. She wears number 16. Number 14, Abby Johnson, the catcher, bats eighth. And Brindley McMorrow, the center fielder, number 12, bats ninth. Gossett's next offering to Maples, foul down the line and heads up down there. Plenty of fans standing along the Claymont side on the fence. Nobody seemed to flinch.
Yeah, they're all ready to take it. She did a nice job right there. She finally got the bat on it, but she was a little behind it and pushed it foul.
Big thanks to Wendy's for bringing you your starting lineups. It's a perfect weather for a frosty right now.
I got to drive by Wendy's on the way home, so guess what will be for dinner?
Gossett winds, fires Maple. Ground ball, left side, curves, foul. So Maple slipped behind 0-2, has fouled the next two of them off. Micayela Maple almost at all times, all smiles it seems. She'll dig back in. Gossett ready. Her 0-2. Low and blocked from behind the plate by Paul.
Third year in a row down here, and Bella Weaver, who's playing third base today, we've seen her play catcher down here. She's played shortstop, and now she's in the hot corner right there.
Call a utility player. The 1-2 from Gossett tries to go high and outside, but it tails away. Now 2-2. Yeah, I cannot believe how gorgeous of a night it has turned out. Supposed to be decent weather today and tomorrow. Maybe a little bit of rain coming on Friday, but you never know. The 2-2 swung on and fouled away.
Thought it was going to get that car rolling down the road right there as it was coming in.
Need a little bit more oomph for that.
Well, with all that rain we got yesterday and the nice weather today, I'm sure that all the mushroom hunters will be happy in the morning.
Most likely. I don't got time in the morning to go look. Gossett winds, fires 2-2 line drive, and that is going to be into the glove of the second baseman on to first for out number one. Nice play over there on the spin around throw for Lily Lewis. At first, Shannon, I thought that was right through for a single.
Yeah, Lewis did a nice job right there to get over there to make the play, and also had enough composure to just kind of get the ball and spin around and make a nice little soft touch over the first base. Didn't throw it too hard.
Ella Davis, the third baseman. She'll stand in. Gossett's first offering is going to go to the inside corner, but just off the plate, ball one. Gossett's 1-0. Swung on, tipped back off the cage. Common theme from both these coaches in the pregame interviews was, wanting, obviously, production at the plate out of their teams, but neither side seemed overly, complacent with where their team's at. They still want to see more growth, especially as we get closer to the tournament. Davis sees ball two in the dirt.
Yeah, we all know how good of a coach Dusty Braun has been over the years, and Coach Edwards was a very outstanding player, and she's going to want perfection from her team too.
So 3-1. Next offering to Davis, trailed well off the plate. Gossett's 3-1. Swung on, popped up, straight back. Coming in for it is going to be Paul from behind the plate, who will grab it for out number two.
No, it's not Paul behind the plate.
My bad.
Sarah Myers.
Good call. Paul over at first base. My mistake.
Yeah, Paul was coming down the first baseline, and Myers kind of stayed with it. She never took the mask off, and I was kind of wondering, if that was going to come into play.
So next up, Ava Edwards, the second baseman. She'll see strike one on the inside corner. Saw the nice play from Lily Lewis at second base for the Braves. We've seen Edwards multiple times this season with some web gems over there at second. The 0-1. Too high.
Yeah, we've said it multiple times on here. Edwards is a three-sport athlete at Claymont, and she does a phenomenal job between volleyball, basketball, and softball.
1-1. Swung on and missed. Got the fastball by her. Gossett's 1-2. Swung on and missed. A punch out in a 1-2-3 inning for Gossett to get things started at home. We move on to the home half of the first. Big Z Sports returns right after this.
The T-County Boxing Academy is the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing. They offer adult and youth boxing classes for kids as young as 7, along with Muay Thai for ages 10 and up, and mixed martial arts. Most classes are held 2 to 3 times per week at the T-County Boxing Academy, located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia, and prices start at $60 per month. Remember, your first session of any class is always free at the T-County Boxing Academy, where serious athletes train.
This is Jordan Hartzler. At Hartzler's Quality Housing, our goal is to help customers achieve the dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned, affordable housing business for over 40 years. We value our customers and have the knowledge and experience to help you walk through the home buying process from start to finish.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
Bottom of the first inning here on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Today's presentation of high school softball, as it has been all season long, brought to you in part by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. I'm sure Zach Moe Tyson Company probably got a few calls after last night's storms.
Yeah, I'm sure they were pretty busy today setting up some appointments and getting some adjusters and stuff out there. But, that's the type of company they are. You do business with them, and they'll take care of you.
It is your Wendy's starting lineup for the home Indian Valley Braves. Shannon Thomas, why don't you get us started off with that?
Yeah, for the Braves, leading things off will be number 6, Natalie Musser. She's your shortstop. Then she'll be followed by number 3, Bella Weaver, who plays third base. Then it'll be catcher Sarah Myers, who wears number 8. Batting fourth will be your pitcher Shelby Gossett. She wears number 22. And then number 14, Cameron Gossett, who's your designated player. And Ashlyn Bolin will be playing right field, and she wears number 1 in position of Gossett, who's just on the batting. And then number 21, Camry Paul, your first baseman, followed by number 4, her sister, Heavenly Paul, your center fielder. Number 2, Lily Lewis, who plays second base, and Alexis Scholler, number 7, left fielder, will round out your starting lineup.
Thanks to Wendy's for your starting lineups all season long. In the circle, I should say, for Claymont, it is Peyton Lawhun, who will be tasked with handling things for Claymont. For Abby Johnson trying to throw down there, Lawhun, I don't know if she didn't know, maybe it was throw down. Hey, they say for the catcher you got to get it on a line. There was no more on a line than that, but good glove by Lawhun from the circle.
Yeah, I missed it. I was too busy looking at my paper, and I always miss the fun stuff.
So Musser leads things off, the lefty for the Braves, who will see the first one off the outside part of the plate.
Musser, the all-time steals leader here at Indian Valley.
There's going to be a bunt attempt down the third baseline. Glove fired onto first, and Musser is out. As a nice play over there from the hot corner. Charging it was Ella Davis, who delivered it on to first to get the speedy Musser. Bella Weaver, the third baseman, now in. Lawhun kick steals well out of the zone. We know Coach Braun and company for Indian Valley. No strangers to small ball, trying to get the ball into play and get Musser's wheels on base, but didn't work out there. Now the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Lawhun went down in the zone. Lawhun's 1-1. Off speed, driven, left center, trailing back towards the fence. Center fielder's not going to be able to get there in time. Rounding first and going on to second, it's going to be Weaver with a stand-up double with 1 out.
Yeah, nice job right there by Bella Weaver. She kind of thought she got it kind of high right there, but she put it in an area wherever it was able to get down to the ground, and center fielder was unable to get to it. She found that big gap over there, and Weaver cruises into second.
Catcher Sarah Myers bats third. Runner in scoring position. First, I thought that ball was going to hang up there long enough, but she just hit it in the right spot. Myers goes after the first one she sees and fouls it off to the right. Lawhun's 0-1, goes for the outside corner, just misses. One offering runs well off the plate again.
Weaver trying to get a big jump out there to see if she can bait him into maybe making a bad throw, but Mustang catcher isn't even worried about her.
Two-one offering goes on the outside corner that time. Now 2-2. Lawhun's 2-2, driven back up the middle, and there goes Weaver. She's going to be waved home. Throw comes in, is cut off by the pitcher, and now scrambling back into first. Myers dives in, and she will be called out there trying to slide back in, as they're going to want an appeal down to home plate. Or I believe that was what the call was. I could be wrong there, Shannon.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the call was.
There we go. Myers will now trot back as she got caught too far off the base pass, but still it is an RBI single for her, and will give the Braves the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it was a long way away for the base umpire to make the call over here, but he made the call, and they appealed down, and Blue wasn't even watching that play because he was watching the play at the plate.
Shelby Gossett, the pitcher, will stand in, sees ball one. Yeah, a lot of home plate umpires, might meet to converse with a base umpire, but obviously if they were not focused on that play because they were focused on the one that they're supposed to be responsible for, they're not going to be able to give much judgment. Gossett holds on the next one. That's a ball as well. Two-0 offering. Swung on, driven, center field. Center fielder trailing back, still looking up, and McMorrow will put it away for out number 3. Braves strike first. Indian Valley up 1-0. On to the second on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at SarchoneCDJR.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Second inning on the way from the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Thanks to the Keim Home Center in Charm for being one of our presenting sponsors for high school softball. And you keep talking about that honey-do list, Shannon, for anyone. Keim can help them out with that.
Well, you know, not only that honey-do list, but just remember, guys, you only got about 2 weeks before Mother's Day, or is it maybe it's a week from Sunday?
It's like a week and a half.
So a week and a half away is Mother's Day, so head out to Keim Home Center, and they can help you with a Mother's Day gift that she'll never forget.
Lily Cox, Hayden Lawhun, and Anna Bloom all due up for the Mustangs this inning. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Gossett to start things off last time. Obviously, we'll be looking to replicate that as well. For Indian Valley, the 1-0 lead, thanks to the RBI single from Sarah Myers, who was eventually thrown out after rounding first pretty wide, but I'm sure Coach Dusty Braun and company, they'll be more than happy to get that one-run lead and get that all-important first run.
Yeah, that's, at the end of the day, you got to manufacture runs however you can, as close as that game was the other night.
Cox goes after the first one she sees and fouls it straight back. Wonder if Adam's going to go after that one.
Adam's not going after that one because he's already got a Michi's Pizza on his mind. If you're coming down here to Janayton tonight, pick up a Michi's Pizza for dinner. They got a special, he said, like 2 mediums, 2 toppings for $15.99 or something.
Heck of a deal, $14.99 or something like that, I'm not sure.
Adam's already got it keyed up on his phone. He's ready to go.
Also, Amici's Pizza jumping on for this ball game between Indian Valley and Claymont. You can find them here in Janayton Hutton or in West Lafayette. Gossett's 1-1, runs well high. Two-1, swung on and a foul tip. See if Gossett tries to work back up in the zone again, maybe just a bit higher. Two-two. Swung on, driven, left center. That's going to go back and high off the fence. Now rounding first and moving into second is going to be Cox. Throw comes in, and it's not going to be in time. A stand-up double for Lily Cox to lead things off in the second.
Yeah, both teams got a big hole out there in left center, and she put it right dead smack in the center. It took one bounce and hit up off the fence, so nice piece of batting right there by Cox.
Hayden Lawhun, the shortstop, will now come in. Now we'll see if Claymont wants to try to work the runner over. First offering from Gossett. Tries to go to the outside corner. Nothing doing. Couple of hard hit balls already to start off this game.
Yeah, that's a big one right there with no outs. Get your leadoff runner on in second.
1-0. Goes to the inside corner, called strike. Gossett's 1-1, swung on, fouled back. Notice that not too many people want to park right up along the fence. I can't imagine why. Gossett takes a deep breath, toes the rubber. 1-2, just below the knees. Gossett's 2-2, and that's going to be swung on and missed on a check swing as she went up in the zone. Second punch out for Gossett.
Yeah, like I said, those high ones come in there. You know, you always say they look like a beach ball. They just, she went after it.
Anna Bloom, the right fielder, her first plate appearance. Bloom will stand up in the box. First offering from Gossett, butt attempt, and it's going to be fouled back.
Bloom's got a lot of speed. They'd like to get her on base.
Cox stands on at second, one gone. Top of the second inning. Next offering to Bloom, another bunt attempt. It's a good one. Gossett gloves it, throws it on to first, second baseman covering, and it is out number 2, but they will move Cox up to third. Peyton Lawhun will now stand in, pitcher versus pitcher battle.
Yeah, we always say is the pitcher, when you're batting, you can help your own cause.
Gossett's first offerings right there for strike one. I've noticed after every pitch, Shannon, pretty much every pitch from behind the plate, Sarah Myers pops up and almost jumps out of her stance to deliver the ball back to the pitcher. Now the 0-1, swung on and fouled away.
Yeah, I know Sarah Myers has put in a lot of work the last couple of years. One of the local gyms that she attends and does workouts and stuff with was always posting videos of her lifting weights and stuff. Very strong young lady.
Gossett ready. 0-2. Tries to pull it into the zone, but it's ball one.
Yeah, Myers tried to frame it for the umpires, thinking, hey, you missed it. You want to relook at it? But he wasn't falling for it.
Quite the art, framing a pitch. 1-2. At the letters, strike three called. Third punch out for Gossett as she'll work out of a bit of a jam. We move on to the home half of the second, right after this here from Janaten Hutton.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, Junior Hot and Crispy Fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California and via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
Football fans, get ready. Hi, this is Noah with Big Brothers Big Sisters. The NFL Big Draft Party is happening Thursday, April 24th at Shenanigans in Dover from 7 to 9 p.m. Join us for a night of fun, prizes, and great food, all in support of Big Brothers Big Sisters. Enjoy the Mentor Green Drink, exciting giveaways, and Dine to Donate fundraiser, where 10% of proceeds help local youth mentoring programs. Plus, sign up as a mentor and score a Big Brothers Big Sisters football jersey. Don't miss out. Mark your calendars, April 24th at Shenanigans in Dover.
Welcome back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Bottom of the second inning on the way. Cameron Gossett, Cambry Paul, Heavenly Paul all due up here for the Braves. Good work from Shelby Gossett after the leadoff double from Lily Cox. She strands her over there at third. First delivery on the way there from Lawhon, runs out of the zone.
Yeah, Gossett, your designated player. She's batting for your right fielder, Ashlyn Bolin.
Next delivery goes to the outside corner at the knees, strike one. Lawhon's 1-1 in the dirt. Off of catcher Abby Johnson, I think off of blue as well. Gossett digs back in. Next delivery is there on the outside corner again. Now 2-2. Runs high. Suddenly the clouds have rolled in, Shannon. We got a little break from the sunshine.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain about that.
I learned my lesson doing enough games here. I brought the shades out this time. Lawhon's 3-2. Too high, and it is a leadoff walk drawn by Gossett, bringing Paul to the plate.
Yeah, nice job by Gossett right there. She was patient and ends up drawing the walk.
First baseman Cambry Paul, her first plate appearance. Corners play it in for the Mustangs. Lawhon winds, fires. There was going to be a bunt attempt, but it's pulled back. The 1-0 swung on, hard ground ball. It's off the pitcher. It's grabbed by Edwards from second on to first, and she is safe as Paul will beat it out. So the fielder's choice. So technically speaking, a 1-4 put out there. That was a hot shot bat to Lawhon, who just could get her glove on it. We'll get the lead runner and Gossett out. Heavenly Paul now in. First offering from Lawhon, too low. Paul, another one of the lefties in the Braves starting lineup. Lawhon's 1-0, swung on and missed. One offering off speed is driven to the right side, trailing towards the fence, and it is going to hook foul and away from Bloom in right field. So now 1-2 upcoming.
Yeah, nice job by Heavenly Paul right there, man. She got a lot of bat on that one, just tailed away, but probably a good thing it tailed away because I think Bloom was in the right spot, just had to chase it.
And Bloom is now very far over towards the right field line, huge gap into right center. Lawhon's next delivery. Cue shot off the end of the bat, foul. Was headed right towards the opening of the Claymont dugout and took a hard left turn towards the first base line. Lawhon's 1-2. Swung on, driven to center field. Center fielder charging, gets the glove up and will make the grab for out number 2. Good job by McMorrow, tracking it all the way off the bat of Paul. Up next, Lily Lewis, the second baseman. First delivery to Lewis, well outside, ball 1. Lawhon so far really liking that up and away, especially to right-handed batters. 1-0. Catches the outside corner.
Yeah, like I said, she's done a nice job with her pitch placement tonight, and other than that one run that was given up, she's done a pretty good job.
1-1 in the dirt, and that's actually going to bounce in and bounce off the leg of Lewis, so the hit by pitch will keep the inning alive. Alexa Schuler, the left fielder, one of the seniors on the Braves squad, will stand in. Not often do you see a ball that bounces that far in front of the plate, Shannon, actually catch the batter.
Well, a lot of times they'll kind of dance away from it. And Lewis, she
did not move.
She wore it for the team, as they would say.
First offering to Shula, too high.
Little easier to wear them after they've slowed down a lot.
Schuler sees ball 2 that's in the dirt. Speaking of presenting sponsors, we mentioned last inning, but also jumping on here and with the weather taking a turn for a little bit warmer days, you might want to give Ron's Heating and Cooling a call. Get that air conditioner up and running. Schuler sees strike 1 at the knees.
Spring, winter, or fall, give Ron's Heating and Cooling a call.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you're like me, you want him more in the summertime than you do in the wintertime.
You can add more layers in the wintertime. When it gets hot out, it's a little bit harder to deal with. Schuler ahead in the count, 3-1. Lawhon takes a deep breath. Her 3-1. Runs outside. Bases are going to be loaded with 2 outs in the top of the order coming up. Second walk issued this inning for Lawhon. Paul stands at third. Lewis on second. Schuler on first. First time up for Musser. She ground out to third on a bunt attempt. First one's too high. After a pretty efficient first inning, Lawhon struggling a bit more with the zone.
Yeah, right now, the bottom of the lineup here was able to all get on base, and you got a pretty good hitter, Musser, coming up. And I know Paul there on third base, and she's looking for the first pitch to get by so she can get home.
1-0 foul tip back off the glove of Johnson. Lawhon's 1-1. Will hit the back of Musser, and that will bring another run home. Braves now up 2-0. Not often do you get an RBI from a hit by pitch, but I'm sure Musser will take it. Bella Weaver now coming to the plate, and it looks like we're going to have ourselves a mound meeting here. We'll go ahead and take a brief timeout. Bases still loaded, 2 gone. Big Z Sports returns right after this.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Bases still loaded. Braves up 2-0, 2 gone in the bottom of the second inning. Quite a jam on the mound for Peyton Lawhon. Now dealing with the bat of Bella Weaver, who delivered a double her first time up, eventually came around to score. Lewis on third, Schuler on second, Musser on first. First delivery to Weaver, too low. Good stop there by Johnson, who dropped down to keep it from going to the backstop.
Yeah, the Mustangs, if they can find a way to get an out right here and get out of this inning with only giving up one run, that would be huge.
1-0 from Lawhon, popped up, and it will go back up over the cage. The 1-1. Swung on, popped up, right side. Cox goes back. Edwards calls her off and makes the grab at second. So the bases will be left loaded, but the Braves strike for another one. Indian Valley up 2-0, live here on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Wooster Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Third inning from Janaten from the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Braves up 2-0, as it will be 8-9-1 due up for Claymont. Today's presentation of high school softball made possible in part by Right Mark Roofing, flat roof commercial flat roof specialist. You're definitely going to want to give them a call after yesterday's weather if you got any concerns, if you got one of those flat roofs.
Yeah, that wind, especially here on the southern part of Tuscarawas County, was pretty high, and if it might have been able to lift up a little bit of that roof, you might want to give them a call before the water gets in there.
First at bat for Abby Johnson, the catcher for the Mustangs. Shelby Gossett thus far has only given up the one hit through two, and she will see the first one that she delivers to Johnson be right there for strike one. Only hit given up so far was a double. Next offering from Gossett. Line drive back up the middle, and that'll be a single for Johnson to get things underway. You think I gave the Gossett the Big Z kibosh, Shannon?
Yeah. No, you didn't give Johnson the kibosh. You gave it to
I
gave it to Gossett.
I gave Gossett the Big Z kibosh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Johnson did a nice job right there driving through that one. And
Johnson all smiles back towards her dugout with that leadoff single.
We should call it the Chris Cale jinx because he's the one that started all that.
Yeah, fair enough. So Brindley McMurrow, the center fielder, the lefty in. She'll see ball one.
Let's go, Shell. Let's go.
Claymont dugout giving some encouragement. McMurrow's 1-0. There's going to be a bunt attempt. It's a beautiful one, and beating it out is going to be McMurrow. That was a low throw, and it went into right field, and moving up to third is going to be Johnson. Runners at the corners.
Yeah, nice job by McMurrow. That shows right there why you don't let up. You run out of there as hard as you can out of that box, and she did a nice job getting down there and forced him into a bad throw, and she advanced her teammate 2 bases on that.
Even if the throw is there from Gossett, I'm not entirely sure it would have made it anyway. Runners at the corners, back to the top of the order. Micayela Maple will stand in. First offering from Gossett too low. There goes the runner. Byers throws it to Gossett, and Johnson was not falling for it. So McMorrow with the game's first stolen base. Gossett's 1-0. Swung on, driven, center field, coming in and making the grab's going to be the center fielder. Now here comes the throw in. Johnson is going to beat it out. Throw is cut off by Weaver from third, and the runner advances on to third. So the Mustangs cut the lead in half for Indian Valley with still only one gone.
Yeah, nice play by the center fielder to get that catch and get the ball in quick, but probably even a better play by Bella Weaver to cut that off, because if that ball gets away, then they score two.
Out there in center, Paul had a nice throw in, but was not going to be able to beat Johnson. Ella Davis, her first time up, she popped out to the catcher. .10, runs just a bit high. Amazing how fast momentum can shift. It was all Braves through those first two innings, but now Claymont threatening to tie it up. 2-0 to Davis. That's going to be there for strike one.
Yeah, the Mustangs here, they can find a way just to get the bat on the ball right here. They'll score another run.
One cut on, ground ball, glove by the shortstop on to first, and the out will be there, but the run will come home, and we got a tie ball game from Janayton.
Yeah, nice job by Ella Davis right there. She got a nice hard hit over to the shortstop, and McMurray already had a break for home plate, so they had to go one.
Ava Edwards, a strikeout, her first time up, looking to keep the inning going with two gone. Umpire asking for some clarification there. Don't see that every day.
Yeah, not too many people's going to question Coach Braun.
He says he's here to help. First one to Edwards is at the letter strike one.
And that's probably the calmest Dusty's been all day.
I would say so. Gossett's 0-1. Well high as Edwards ducks below it. High again. Quite the packed house on hand. We mentioned that earlier, but we're lined down the first base line, probably similar down the third base line as well. Well, the fans down the first base line know where the sun is. It's going to be out of their eyes if they stay down that way. Edwards dances out of the way. It's now 3-1.
That gets the Mustang dugout making some noise.
Gossett's 3-1. Tries to go to the inside corner, and it's going to be a two-out walk. Inning stays alive with Lily Cox coming to the plate. A double for her last time up.
Yeah, she hit one deep to center field.
First delivery from Gossett. There goes the runner. Throw down from Myers. It was a good one, but just being able to get Ava Edwards there as Myers put it on the money. Out number 3, but Claymont will tie the ball game as we will move things right along to the bottom of the third. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
As a parent, a high school sports season can be exhausting. From traveling to games, eating on the run, getting to bed late, and oh yeah, still working your 9 to 5. After all that, you need to unwind, and there is no better way to do that than at one of the 10 lakes operated by the Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District. The opportunities are endless with things to do, plus the option of primitive tent camping or treating yourself to glamping in one of their cabins. See all the Muskingum Watershed offers by finding them at mwcd.org.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Bottom of the third inning here from the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Huge thank you once again to all of our presenting sponsors, and as well as the ones who have jumped on for today's presentation. Sarah Myers to lead things off. Got the caught stealing there at second of Edwards. Hey, you make a nice defensive play. You lead off the next inning, right, Shannon?
Hopefully you get a big hit.
Myers, ground ball, glove by Lawhun, on to first for out number one. So Myers being aggressive, going after the first pitch, but grounds out. Shelby Gossett, a fly out to center for her. Her only other time up. Gossett, when she popped up to end the inning, in the first inning, while she was trotting back to the dugout, she was telling her teammates that she just got under it. She did drive it quite a long ways.
Gossett, I believe, is the one that had the grand slam the other night.
I thought that was Bella Weaver.
I'd have to look it up now.
I can't remember. First one was a strike to Gossett on the outside corner. Now Shannon's going to look that up because it's going to bug him.
It will. I'm one of those guys, when I say something, then it bugs me.
Well, I could be wrong. I thought it was Weaver. Lawhun's 0-1 in the dirt.
Good thing is it was easy to look up since the game was and then we had all that weather last night, so and it was Shelby Gossett with the grand slam.
Oh, I can't read.
Bella Weaver went 4 for 4 in that game.
That was probably it. 1-1 from Lawhun. Gossett sees it at the knees, strike two.
But the Mustangs had home runs from Ella Davis, Peyton Lawhun, and Anna Bloom, so they had 3 home runs. Like we said, that game the other night was a offensive a game. Still early in this game to decide.
Next one in the dirt, now 2-2. Well high. Gossett works the count full. Tell it's springtime in Ohio, Shannon, because we've got pollen literally landing on us.
And bees flying all around.
3-2. Swung on, Sky to the left side. Trailing over is the third baseman, who will reach up and make the grab over by the Braves dugout. Nice job by Ella Davis to stay with it.
Yeah, she kind of come in and it looked like it drifted back on her, but she's able to stay there.
Kimmer Gossett, your designated player, stands in. Walked in the second inning. Wonder when the day we're going to test out how strong this canopy is above our heads. I'm waiting for the foul ball that comes down.
This one here looks like it's taking a little bit of a beating. If it lands back here by Batman and Robin, it's probably going to come through.
So you're saying we're safe. That's all that matters. I'd expect Batman to save me, though. The 1-0 from Lawhun. Too high to Gossett. Literally nobody knows what we're talking about, but that's okay. He's got to sit like right under the center of it. I don't think it'll come down through the pole. Lawhun's 2-0. Swung on, popped up, left side. Lawhun will call everybody off and make the grab from short, so a 1-2-3 inning. Mustangs tied it up with the Braves. Now we move on to the fourth here from Janaten Hutton.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Fourth inning on the way from the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. We've got a good one out of the IVC and some rivalry softball action. As a great job on the bump that time around for Claymont and Peyton Lawhun, who worked quickly through the only 3 batters she saw that inning. I'll also apologize. It's Ela Davis from Claymont, apparently. I've been saying that wrong all season then.
Well, we tend to say names wrong a lot, and we do apologize sometimes. I get my kids' names wrong all the time. Just ask them.
Lily Cox will be up for Claymont after Ava Edwards was caught stealing her last time up. Gossett's first offering, just a bit low below the knees, ball 1.
You brought your sunglasses this time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting at home, and I got a $600 pair of prescription sunglasses.
And you didn't bring them?
One of these days I'll remember to take them other than to the beach.
Do you want mine? Because I'm still back in the shade.
No, the problem is that I can't see nothing. Everything's blurry.
1-0 is going to be there. Now 1-1. I think these could fit over your actual glasses.
When you get to be my age, eyesight goes quick.
You need those big, driving ones that you put over your prescription glasses.
Got the cardboard ones.
1-1 at the letters, now 1-2. Adam Sawecki's going to be on his way out. He said he's stopping at Amici's Pizza on the way home, helping present today's presentation of high school softball.
Yeah, you think he could just come over and say, all right, guys, I'm out. Don't forget the coolers. But no, he said, I'm going to Amici's.
1-2, just a bit low as Cox holds bat to bat. Yeah, what's up with that?
You know what would go good with that pizza?
Some chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk.
All players after today's game get to enjoy some ice-cold chocolate milk, courtesy of Bueller's Fresh Foods and the Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Next one, a number off the end of the bat. Charging it from short is Musser. Throw on to first. It's a close play, and Cox beats it out. An infield single for the Mustangs' first baseman.
Yeah, nice job right there. As Cox, she got down that line quick, and that ball kind of took a dead spin right there, and Musser come over and try to scoop it up and make the throw. And I mean, it was a close play, but she's safe.
Adriana Malone will now come in as a courtesy runner for Cox. Hayden Lawhun, the shortstop, coming in.
I think Cox is the only player with multiple hits in this game.
I believe you are correct on that. You are. See, this is why I shouldn't even question it, Shannon. I knew you had it right. First offering from Gossett was going to be a bunt attempt, but pulling the bat back was Lawhun. Gossett's 1-0. Rounding the bunts, Lawhun. It's a good one. Gossett's going to charge, go on to first. Close play there, but she'll get her by a step now. Rounding and going on to third safely, and the ball's going to go away. Malone gets up from third. She's going to streak home, and she will be safe as Claymont takes a 3-2 lead.
Outstanding base running right there. She never even hesitated on that bunt. She rounded second, and she was just going to keep right on going, beat the throw. And like I said, it was a bad throw, and she got up quick and headed home, so Mustangs take the lead.
Anna Bloom will come in, the right fielder. We have seen Claymont do that multiple times this year on those bunt attempts, that the player does not even slow down at second, just keeps on moving. So Hayden Lawhun with the sacrifice eventually off the error leads to another run, and the Mustangs lead. First offering to Bloom's too high. Next offering tries to go to the inside corner. Bloom leans away, now 2-0.
Here we go, Shelps. Reset.
Still only one out in the inning.
Gossett's 2-0, too high. See if Bloom is taken all the way. Three O's right down Broadway.
Yeah, nice job by Gossett there. She had to get that one in the strike zone. She took a big deep breath and she waited a second this time before she stepped on the rubber.
The 3-1. Too high, and Bloom draws a one-out walk with Peyton Lawhon due up.
Yeah, nice patience by Bloom right there. She stood there and she battled and she won.
Lawhon struck out her only other time at the plate. Gossett's offering swung on, driven to left, way back as Schuler will try to reach up and make the grab as she will be unable to do so. Now getting the ball in quickly, and stand-up double there for Lawhon has both runners in scoring position.
Mustangs being aggressive on the bases right there. She never hesitated. She just kept going.
Mound meeting coming up here for Coach Dusty Braun. We'll step aside. Big Z Sports will return right after this.
Commercial building owners, how well do you keep your roof maintained? At Right Mark Roofing, we offer our Bullseye Maintenance Program to building owners to help keep your roof healthy. This includes our 21-point inspection that examines all the essential areas of your roof that require year-round maintenance, a detailed report on the health and status of your roof, priority service that moves you to the front of the line, and discounts that reduce the risk of expensive repairs. Give us a call at 330-275-0088 or visit our website at rightmarkroofing.com to learn more.
Welcome back with Claymont leading 3-2, two runners in scoring position. Mustangs threatening again as Abby Johnson steps to the plate. She delivered a single and a run scored last inning. And right now, Claymont's really doing a nice job stringing some things together at the plate. Gossett trying to work out of a jam. Brief meeting on the mound. Gossett's first offering to Johnson. Runs high above the letters. The 1-0. The inside corner, strike one. Gossett's next offering tries the outside corner and just misses.
Let's go, Shelp. Work now, work.
Gossett's 2-1. At the knees, strike two. Still with one gone, anything on the right side on the ground, you'd have to imagine scores one.
Well, Johnson, like I said, had that single last inning. She knows how to get it done.
2-2 is fouled straight back. Johnson digs back in. Gossett ready. She'll rock in the 2-2. Too high to the backstop. Here comes the runner home. Myers gets it in, but not in time as Bloom will be safe on the wild pitch. Anna Bloom heads up base running as she was gone almost immediately. Myers couldn't get up high enough to get that one. Now a full count coming to Johnson, and also Lawhon advances to third.
Yeah, like I said, just nice running by Bloom. She's got some speed to her, and as soon as she seen it go over Myers' glove, she was gone, and she was going to get in there with ease.
A 4-2 ball game in favor of the Mustangs. Gossett's 3-2s, too high again, and runners will be at the corners. That'll bring up Brindley McMorrow. Single, stolen base, and a run scored for her. Some nice plays out in center as well.
Yeah, she actually laid down the bunt last time and forced them. She outran it.
Weaver at third will play way in. McMorrow sees the first one. Runner will advance. First one, a cold strike to McMorrow at the knees.
We'll have to see if Brindley gets her speed from her Uncle Blaze.
I think she's just a bit faster than that. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Gossett's 0-2. McMorrow with a nice hold.
Yeah, big hold right there as it was rising at zone. She kind of gripped it like she was ready to let it rip, and she held off.
Gossett with another deep breath, trying to work out of a jam. Two have already come across for Claymont. Her next delivery drops low. Next delivery drops outside. Full count and a payoff pitch upcoming. Gossett's 3-2. Swung on and fouled back as McMorrow battles back, and we'll do it all over again for Gossett. You know, you might be thinking to yourself, she just wants to get it across the plate, doesn't want to keep this inning alive, certainly doesn't want to leave anything for McMorrow to drive, but on top of that, two runners in scoring position, anything to the outfield scoring too. The 3-2 swung on and missed as she will strike out McMorrow, but the Mustangs, plate two.
That's only second out.
Yes, it was. Good call on that, Shannon. I had the wrong thing written down. So now it will be the top of the order, Micayela Maple. Here I was getting excited, didn't see anybody move. Maple, a sacrifice RBI her last time up. First one's a strike.
Yeah, Maple's the one that hit the one deep to center field there. They was able to catch it and score off of it, but she can make contact again, get it to the outfield.
The 0-1. Outside, Myers plucks it away. See Lawhon coming down the line pretty far from third, itching to try to break home. The 1-1. Swung on, driven, left center, and that's going to drop. Two runs are going to come around as it almost gets to the wall. Maple is going to be at second and held up there by Coach Edwards as Micayela Maple, a 2 RBI double, has the Mustangs up by 4.
That gives Maple 3 RBIs in the game.
Both Lawhon and Johnson come across. Ela Davis coming up. Davis, a sacrifice RBI herself. Gossett's first delivery way high. Mustangs threatening to bat around this inning. the 1-0. In the dirt, good dig out by Myers. The 2-0. Swung on, driven center field. Center fielder comes in and will make the grab, but 4 come across for the Mustangs. We move on to the home half of the 4th. Live here from Janaten Hutton. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net. Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors, Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust.
Spring and summer bring big events, graduations, yard sales, and tournaments. The Educational Service Center Print Center is your go-to for sponsor banners, yard signs, and custom graduation packages with invitations, envelopes, and thank you cards. And when it's time for sports, the ECO Center in St. Clairsville is the perfect venue for AAU and JO tournaments. With spacious seating, plenty of parking, and easy access to hotels and restaurants, it's your one-stop arena for wrestling, cheer, and more. Plan your next event with us on the court or in print. Find out more today online at ecoesc.org.
6-7-8 at the plate for Indian Valley as Claymont leads 6-2. IVC softball. Cambry Paul stands in and sees ball one just a bit too low. Next one, too high from Lawhon. Now, obviously, if you're Claymont with that momentum, with the 4 runs you've come across, actually, you've scored 6 unanswered. Best thing you want here from your pitcher is very quick inning once again. Although, in terms of actually in the circle, she's had quite a bit of time to wait. So you always wonder how sharp your pitcher's going to be after a big offensive inning like that.
Yeah, and the thing is, then on the other side of your coach Braun, you're telling your batters, like, listen, she had a little bit of control problem the last inning or so. So let's try to be patient. Don't go jumping on that first pitch. Let's see where we can go. Now Paul's sitting in here, 3-0 count,
and she will see that one at the letters. Now 3-1. Paul, the last time, went straight up the middle. It actually went off of Lawhon's glove into Edwards's. And they got the out at second. She stood on safely at first, and she'll be doing it again here as she draws a walk. Now Heavenly Paul, the center fielder, comes in. Lawhon ready. First offering swung on. Q shot down the first baseline and foul.
Yeah, first base coach Brent Cross looks like he was going to jump all the way, then hit the dirt and did a little curve, so he didn't have to dance too much.
Had just a bit of English on it. Oh-1. Outside corner at the knees, now 0-2. Lawhon's next delivery runs way high. It's over the head of Johnson, and Paul is going to step up easily on the wild pitch.
Yeah, she shot out of there like she's going to have to sprint down the line, and she looked back, and she decided, I'll just go ahead and jog in here.
1-2. Swung on, popped up, right side. Edwards trailing back towards right field and will make the grab for out number 1.
Yeah, you're not going to try to advance off of second base with Edwards. She was in position to make a nice throw.
Lily Lewis, the second baseman, she was hit by a pitch and was stranded at third in the second inning. First one she goes after will pop it straight back. Thankfully, everything's made it over the bleachers thus far. Just looking around here, Shannon, you mentioned in the pregame about all the work that's been done around the softball field here for Indian Valley. It has been rather extensive work. Seems like something new every time we come here. Next one drops low.
Yeah, I know the softball program, they're eventually wanting to get turf in here, so they started doing
the preliminary work for it.
Got the cement in around the place, got all new fencing put in.
1-1. Too high, a bit away as well. Big lead from Paul there at second after the pitch. Two-one, swung on and missed. Got it past her as Lewis was late.
Yeah, she thought about it too much and swung a little late on that one.
Lawhons, 2-2. Swung on and missed as she pulls the string and gets her first punch out. Alexa Schuler, the left fielder, now in. It's evidence there the Braves have been putting the bat on the ball. Just the first punch out for Lawhon. But stringing things together has been a bit of an issue for Indian Valley as Schuler sees strike one. Oh, 1. With the off speed, but it slipped out of her hand. Now 1-1. Next delivery, outside corner, strike two. At the knees called strike three as that will end the inning. Mustangs still up 6-2. Big Z Sports returns for the fifth inning right after this.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza with locations in West Lafayette and Canadian-Hutton. Amici's Pizza offers you your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. There's just something different about a pizza from Amici's. Try one today in West Lafayette or Canadian-Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Fifth inning on the way as the Claymont Mustangs hold the 6-2 lead. And Shannon there for Claymont 2, exactly what the doctor ordered with Peyton Lawhon. Worked quickly through that order. Walked the first batter she saw, but then a pop out and two straight punch outs. Mustangs got to be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, she hasn't had a lot of Ks, but she's got a lot of help from her defense and stuff. And then she brought the pitches right there that inning when she needed them.
Is Ava Edwards, who gets her third plate appearance, sees ball one. Edwards a strikeout and a walk and was caught stealing. Too far inside again.
Finish. Finish. Stay tight.
Next delivery to Edwards, runs high. Now 3-0.
Edwards, the only Mustang that didn't get to the plate last inning.
3-0s right down the middle. Yeah, 8 batters brought across 4 runs. Only 1 error that inning. 2 RBI double for Micayela Maple. Next delivery swung on and missed. Gets the heat right by Edwards. Had a run come across on a wild pitch as well. Actually, second run came around after an errant throw from first to third. Or one of the 4, I should say. Next one to Edwards. Runs inside. Back-to-back walks issued to Edwards now as Lily Cox will come in. Gossett rocks, fires. Cox swings and misses.
Cox last inning had a single whenever the shortstop or Musser was unable to dig it out and make the throw.
The 0-1. Swung on, driven left side. Schuler goes back towards the fence, and that one is going to be out of here as Lily Cox with a 2-run homer.
Big shot right there by Cox. Not too many people put him on the roof of the building out here, and she did it today.
We saw Cox do that against Sandy Valley as well there, Shannon.
Yeah, Cox, she's had a hot bat the last week or so, and that's what you need right there when you play teams that can score a lot of runs. The best thing you can do is kind of help yourself, and she had, like I said, big 2-run homer right there over the left side fence.
Hayden Lawhon will now come in. The first one that was given to Cox that she swung on and missed was low in the zone. We saw her against Sadie Valley. It was a low spot that she was able to dig out and launch to left, and I wondered if they were going to do it again, and sure enough they did. That time she made them pay. First delivery to Lawhon's too high. Lawhon, a strikeout and a sacrifice for her. 1-0 off speed, foul down the left side. Coach Edwards nearly tries to glove it.
Coach Braun probably giving her a little advice over there since she didn't catch it. I know she's played for Coach Braun a couple times in Summer League, I believe. And
1-1, swung on and missed. Gets the heat past Lawhon.
Well, I know she at least coached for him 1 year. Yeah, the year that she graduated, she came down here and was an assistant coach.
Gossett kicks, fires, runs too low. We know the Mustangs had 14 runs the other night against Indian Valley, and from all the games that we've had so far with Claymont, this has been arguably the most impressive we've seen their bats. 2-2 in the dirt.
Yeah, they've actually, you can't say that they're getting these because of walks or anything else. They're really driving the ball hard today.
(3-2) to Lawhon. Outside corner, strike 3 is called. First out of the inning brings up Anna Bloom. Bloom with a sacrifice and a walk. Eventually came around to score on a wild pitch last inning. Off speed will be there for strike one. Owen at the D, strike two. Might be the first time we've seen Gossett this game use it at least more than once in an inning, the off-speed pitch. 0-2. Too high. Coming up tomorrow, high school baseball returns to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel as Dover will be hosting Ridgewood. Our sister station WJER will have that one covered. 1-2, too low. Two is swung on off the end of the bat, gloved by Weaver at third, on to first, and will make out number two. Peyton Lawhun coming to the plate. A double and a run scored for her as well as a strikeout. Should be a real interesting out-of-conference game there tomorrow from Dover City Park, Shannon.
Yeah, we've seen Ridgewood play, we've seen Dover play, so it'll be an interesting game there. As I think Dover's probably the more veteran team, but Ridgewood's got some kids that can really play ball.
First offering to Lawhun's going to be a strike. Then on Friday, hopefully you've got your schedule cleared because you and I are going to have a long night for sure. We are out at Tusky Valley because the Thrilla in Zorvilla for the first time ever on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. 0-1 swung on and missed by Lawhun.
Yeah, that's probably one of the coolest names for a track and field
sure.
event in the state of Ohio, and it's been going on for a long, long time.
The 0-2, too high again. Of course, if you never want to miss a broadcast, if you're tuned in, well, you would be tuned in right now on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Get subscribed, get those notifications on, and never miss a broadcast. Airtime tomorrow, 4:40 for pregame on Friday, just before 4:30. Delivery from Gossett's a bit low. Know of a couple area schools that are going to be there for that track meet, but it's going to be a whole lot of schools, period, from all around the state of Ohio.
Yeah, I know Tusky Valley, since their host will be there, Indian Valley will be there. I believe Garaway's there.
2-2's in the dirt. I believe it is Garaway. I think Newcomerstown is expected as well. And I like the way Adam, when he put it on Facebook, just said, and many more, because we don't know exactly how many. Payoff pitch from Gossett. Swung on, driven, left side, trailing back towards the left field fence, and that is over the shed as Peyton Lawhun goes yard.
Yeah, that one was deep.
Peyton Lawhun helping herself out on the mound with a solo home run to left. It'll bring up Abby Johnson as the inning continues, and boy are the Mustangs squaring it up today.
Yeah, this is exactly where it was the other day. I believe it was 9-2, and then the Braves was able to roll off some runs and kind of make the game a little closer. So right now, if you're the Mustangs, you're wanting to find a way to get a couple more runs here. Maybe try to get that run roll into effect.
Johnson, a walk and a single. She scored a pair of runs, had a stolen base as well. First delivery to Johnson's there. Saw Claymont against Sandy Valley pick up a win. Not a lot of hard-hit balls in that ball game. This one, everything seems like it's getting barreled up. The 0-1 is there for strike two.
Yeah, and we've seen them against Tusky Valley the first game that they played each other, and Tusky Valley dominant pitching in that one, and the Mustangs had trouble. But in the second game, I think the Trojans only won by a run or two.
0-2 goes to the inside. Johnson dances out of the way.
So like I said, the Mustangs have made a lot of improvement this year. Coach Edwards and her staff have done a phenomenal job, and you can tell these girls have spent a lot of time in the batting cages. I know they use multiple pitchers.
Next delivery, too high. Good hold from Johnson. Yeah, and that's the important part, too, right before you get into tournament time. You got to see different velocities. You got to see different types of deliveries. 'Cause you never know what you're going to draw in the tournament. 2-2. Just below the knees. Payoff pitch upcoming as Johnson has battled back in after seeing the count go 0-2. She's got it full. Gossett's 3-2. Too high as Johnson will draw a two-out walk. And it will bring up Brindley McMorrow. McMorrow, a single stolen base run scored, also had a strikeout. First one to McMorrow, a swing and a miss. Also, Shannon, that is the, by my count, fifth walk issued by Gossett today. Oh, 1, too high.
Yeah, she's got to find a way to calm down here and get this out, get out of the inning here.
Next delivery at the letters. Now 1-2. Gossett rocks, steals, too high. Mustangs have plated 3 this inning, plated 4 last inning, holding the commanding 9-2 lead. Two goes to the outside, just off the plate again.
Work, Joe, work. Gotta work.
3-2, swung on and missed as that will end the inning. But the Mustangs come across a trio of times. They've got a 7-run lead. Big Z Sports will return for the home half of the 5th following this.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student-athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County dairy farmers. Farms. Family. Food.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
High school softball back on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. A huge thank you to our presenting sponsors today and the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Keim Home Center, and Right Mark Roofing. Those presenting sponsors, as they have been all season long, making high school sports coverage possible on our YouTube channel. It's the top of the order due up for the Braves, and they have a tall task in front of them, a 9-2 deficit they're facing in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, and the pitcher for the Mustangs and Lawhorn, she kind of found her rhythm in the last couple innings, so that's not a good thing for the Braves as she's finding her stride. they're going to have to find a way to crack her.
Braves have been held hitless since the first inning. Driven left side through the 5-6 hole, and Natalie Musser has a leadoff single. Yep, so much for the hitless through since that point, Shannon.
Yeah, we know Musser likes to steal bases, so I'm sure Dusty Braun will give her the green light because, like I said, she's only a sophomore. She's already the career leader, I believe, down here at Indian Valley. I know she's the season leader, and I think earlier this year she broke the career record for steals.
Bella Weaver, a double for her. And I did not mark down what the last thing she had at the plate was.
She popped out to the second baseman.
That one driven to right center. It's going to drop, and rounding second quickly is going to be Musser as she will look home, but Coach Braun's going to hold her up there, so runners will be at the corners. So back-to-back singles now have the Braves with 2 on with nobody out. Sarah Myers coming to the plate. Ultra aggressive there. First 2 pitches, 2 hits for the Braves.
Myers had a big single in the first inning.
Actually, the game's first run driven in by Myers in the first. Lahan ready. Kicks, deals. Goes to the outside corner. And will be there as Weaver trots back to first. Thought maybe they were going to try to advance her. The 0-1. Too high. One to Myers. Swung on and missed. It was a bit behind it. Lawhans 1-2. Goes out of the zone again. Johnson is so quick to get it back to the circle from behind the plate. There's almost no time to really get much of a lead.
Yeah, I don't know if that's why, Indian Valley, they don't want to take a chance with no outs, so they're not sending Weaver at first.
2-2 was too high, but Myers chased it, and it's strike 3 as the first out of the inning. Shelby Gossett coming up to the plate. Runner still at the corners. Good job by Lawhun battling through that at bat and getting the first out of the inning. Gossett sees the first one on the outside corner. Oh, 1. Now 1-1. For Lon Hun, too, not just the confidence builder for herself, but also her defense after seeing 2 drop quickly to start off the inning, getting that punch out, inched the momentum back to your side. Lawhun's 2-1s in the dirt. Nice block by Johnson. Will keep both runners at bay.
Yeah, nice job by Johnson right there. That Musser's got a lot of speed there. She kept that ball in front of her, and Musser would have scored with ease.
(3-1) swung on, ground ball left side, and it just hooks foul. Gossett digs in. Lawhun ready. Her 3-2. Swung on and missed as Lawhun goes upstairs. Back-to-back punch-outs will bring in now Cameron Gossett.
A big strikeout for the Mustangs right there.
First delivery outside. A lot of poise out of Lawhon. I believe freshman for the Mustangs, maybe sophomore. Don't have it written down here, but great poise on the mound. 1-0 drops just a bit low. Forgot Shannon keeps all of the rosters that we accumulate through the year. Freshman.
Yep, she's a freshman. Like I said, this is a very young class.
2-0. Just tails off the outside corner.
Or I guess a very young team.
I knew what you meant.
If you are a freshman, you're a young class.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to stick with it. So after back-to-back punch-outs, Lawhon slips behind now 3-0 to Gossett. Next delivery will be right there for strike one. (3-1) at the knees, strike two. Payoff pitch upcoming. Of course, immediately following the game, the Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show, and we will name our Mac and Turf Realty player of the game. Our choice might be hard to make here tonight. 3-2, swung on and missed as Lawhon pulls the string and gets back-to-back-to-back punch-outs to end the inning. Moving on to the sixth inning here from Janayton. Claymont leads 9-2.
Hi, this is Gian McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season and make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our school-to-work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Live on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, high school softball out of the IVC onto the sixth inning. And a great job again by the freshman Peyton Lawhon working out of that jam. Back-to-back singles issued to start off the inning, but then strikes out the next three batters she sees. Micayela Maple, the top of the order, due up for the Mustangs. Maple 3 RBIs in this game thus far. Really everybody from top to bottom for the Mustangs swinging a hot bat tonight.
Yeah, like you said, Maple there with those 3 RBIs, she's the one that kind of really got things going there in the fourth inning to kind of open this game up a little bit, and she's going to come up here and see if she can get on base again.
Gossett back in the circle for the Braves. First offering to Maple. Runs outside. (1-0) drops too low out of the zone. I know we said this in the pregame and we've said it during the game at some point, but you would never guess, watching this Mustangs team play, how many underclassmen are in the starting lineup. Maple fouls that one off to the right. Maple, one of just 3 seniors on this Claymont squad. (2-1) from Gossett. It's going to be right there at the belt. Now 2-2. Two-twos cut on and missed as Gossett will sit down Maple to start off the sixth. Ela Davis coming up. sacrifice RBI for her, a pop out and a line out. And if I'm not mistaken, Shannon, she is one of just two. Nope, I take that back. I was going to say one of two Mustangs players without an actual knock to this point. Sees a strike at the knees. Davis playing a nice game from third base defensively. Remember that line out she had to center back in the fourth inning was a laser shot, but it just happened to go right in the glove of Paul out there in center. Oh, 2 to Davis. Swung on, driven, left side, trailing towards the foul line. Schuler will come in and make the grab for out number 2. Ava Edwards up to the plate. Pair of walks for her. Strikeout, a run scored.
Yeah, she's another defensive gem for the Mustangs. Makes a lot of plays over there at second base.
Gossett's first delivery in the dirt. One out. Strike right down the middle. Most impressive thing we've seen from the Mustangs tonight has not just been the way that they've been able to swing the bat, but on top of that, how they've been able to string their offense together. 1-1. Runs too high. They say sometimes success and achievement is contagious, and that's kind of been the case here tonight.
Yeah. Usually when somebody gets a hit, it gets contagious, and the next person gets a hit, and then runs start happening.
2-1. They're on the inside corner now, 2-2.
Kind of like in football, penalties create more penalties.
A little mix-up on the count. Blue thought it was 3. That's just a 2-2. Gossett kicks, steals. Swung on, popped up, left side, trailing back is Musser. Center fielder comes running in and will call her off, as that is out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves, or for the Mustangs rather, but they lead by 7. Big Z Sports will return for the home half of the 6th following this.
The T County Boxing Academy is the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing. Serious athletes know that everything they put into their bodies affects their workouts, which is why the T County Boxing Academy offers the industry's best supplements at the best prices for the best workouts possible, including brands like 5% Nutrition. Try their real food protein with low glycemic carbs. If you want to train like the pros, use the supplements Pro Boxer Sugar Dre Donovan of Urixville uses. Available at the T County Boxing Academy, located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
This is Jordan Hartzler. At Hartzler's Quality Housing, our goal is to help customers achieve the dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned, affordable housing business for over 40 years. We value our customers and have the knowledge and experience to help you walk through the home buying process from start to finish.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
Welcome back into the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Bottom of the 6th inning on the way, and it will be Paul, and Lewis coming to the plate.
I was just getting ready to talk until you told you it was time to go back live. I was getting ready to ask if anybody was ready for Amici's Pizza. But
oh, yeah. Well, Adam's already gotten it. First one to Cambry Paul is a strike at the knees. Peyton Lawhun back on the mound. Lawhun, after forfeiting those 2 runs in the first 2 innings, has been pretty much completely on point since then. In fact, since those first 2 innings, has given up just 2 hits, 1 walk, and has logged since then 5 strikeouts. 1-1. Goes too far outside. 2-1 to Paul. Swung on and tipped off the end of the bat. Now 2-2.
Yeah, big cut by Paul right there. Just missed it.
Lawhons 2-2. Swung on, fouled, straight back. As we always like to mention, get subscribed today to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Never miss a broadcast. Baseball coming up tomorrow, track and field on Friday. More softball on the way. Actually, more of all three of those coming up in the coming weeks. 2-2, and it rolls away as that completely slipped out of the hand of Lawhon, who's shaking her head looking back to the dugout, and I'm wondering if they were trying something that she's not used to throwing very often.
Yeah, she, as soon as it left her hand, she knew it. She just kind of smiles and kind of just gives that little head shake.
(3-2). Swung on, skied to right. Right fielder racing in and will get under it with a basket catch there. Great hustle out from right field, and Bloom, she came racing in just outside the infield for out number 1.
Yeah, it looked like Ava Edwards was going to go back from second base and make the play, but Bloom was calling her off as she was running in, and Edwards just steps aside and let her get to it.
Heavenly Paul will take her next plate appearance. Line out, pop out for her. First delivery is at the shins. Ball 1. Next delivery from Lawhon, too far inside. Been a couple batters who really first for second pitch maybe have gone after Lawhon, but for the most part, especially these past couple of innings, she's really had to work with batters, but she's done a great job managing it. 2-0 is swung on and missed.
Yeah, the batters have been patient with her and kind of made her throw more pitchers than she probably wanted to, but at the end, she's been the one that wins the at bat.
2-1 offering, swung on and missed as she went low and in again, and busted the hands of Paul. Now it's 2-2. In the dirt. Believe it or not, keeping track, this is the 4th straight batter to get to a full count with Lawhon. (3-2). And we'll go inside and off of the leg there of Paul, who will jog on down to first. Not even a flinch.
No, she didn't move. She just took it.
Got down there to first, and her coach telling her, that's going to be a nice bruise tomorrow. Lily Lewis, she was hit by a pitch back in the second inning and also struck out. Looking for her first knock. Delivery from Lawhon runs high. Big lead over from first from Paul.
Yeah, like I said, Johnson from behind the plate, she just comes up and fires it back to the pitcher. You ain't got no choice but to go back.
Doesn't really get a chance to run. (1-0) in the dirt. It's almost like Paul, maybe from the direction of her coaching staff, trying to bait Johnson into throwing it down.
She throws it down. It's probably going to be a pretty accurate throw. So
I would imagine. We've seen it from her.
You better be careful. I mean, she's an outstanding catcher. And she does a lot of it while she's still down.
2-0. Too low, and there goes Paul. She's going to try to steal, and she will slide in safely as Lawhon couldn't quite corral it. Coming over to cover second. The throw was there, but it is a stolen base for Paul.
Yeah, I just think that was more on the shortstop. Didn't get a quick enough break towards the bag, and kind of went off the end of her glove. She put the ball right where it needed to be. If it's a clean catch, it's possibly an out.
It's a 3-0 count now to Lewis. Runner in scoring position. 1 gone. Claymont up 9-2. We'll see strike one at the knees. (3-1). Runs just a bit high. A 1-out walk will put 2 runners on with Alexa Schuler coming to the plate. Schuler a walk and a strikeout for her, looking for her first knock of the game. Just 1 gone here. These are the innings that you need if you're the Braves. You got to capitalize on. We were talking about it in break. 6 runners left on base so far for the Braves. First delivery to Schuler's there in the inside corner.
Yeah, if you're the Braves, if you want any shot at getting back in this game, you're going to have to try to cut it in half here, at least in this inning.
0-1 delivery, drops low, or pardon me, will be there called at the knees. (0-2). Good hold from Scholler as it drops into the dirt.
Yeah, another good play by Johnson right there to keep it in front of her.
Lawhons 1-2. In the dirt again. That's going to get away from Johnson, who still can't find it as it goes all the way to the backstop. Both runners will advance into scoring position. Now a 2-2 count upcoming for Johnson. She thought it was right under her, but it just had a slow roll back to the backstop.
Yeah, it rolled back, and then Blue was kind of in her way, kind of obstructed her vision. She wasn't able to find it till the last second.
2-2. Swung on, driven, left center, trailing back towards the scoreboard, and that one's going to be high off the fence. 2 runs are going to come around to score. Schuler's getting waved around from second. She will slide in, and she will be safe as the ball is dropped over at third. A 2 RBI triple for Alexa Schuler.
Yeah, nice job by Schuler to leg that out to get that triple.
Paul and Lewis both come around to score, and that might be the spark that you need if you're the Braves.
Yeah, I mean, you got a couple runs right there, still only 1 out, and now you're coming up to the top of your lineup.
9-4 ball game. Natalie Musser comes in, single, hit by a pitch and a ground out. Lawhon kicks, fires. First one too low. Boy, Schuler hadn't really taken the bat off of her shoulders much throughout the game, and then came to that one, and boy, was that driven hard to left. 1-0. Will be in there for a strike. (1-1). Swung on, bunt attempt. It's a beautiful one down the third baseline, but just hooks foul. Just had the English away from the field of play. That could almost not have been placed better, but heads up play over from third from Davis, just letting it go foul, because I don't know if she would have got Musser going down the line.
Yeah, it was moving towards her pretty quick, and I thought for sure she was going to try to grab it, maybe just a little too early, but she was smart enough to hold off, let it get into foul territory before she touched it.
1-2 is going to hit Musser.
That's the second time Musser's been hit by a pitch.
So runners at the corners. Still only 1 gone. Bella Weaver to the plate. Weaver, a double, a single, and a pop-out. Run scored as well. Remember we were talking about Indian Valley had struggled to this point, really stringing things together on offense. Well, they found it this inning. Kind of been helped out by hit batter and a walk before Schuler delivered that 2 RBI triple.
Yeah, I would have to double check, but Blaze McMorrow was at the game the other night, and I thought he told me that the Mustangs were up 9-2 whenever the Braves put some runs together.
Driven left side, dropping all the way down as Schuler's going to come around to score. as it's going to be a single for Weaver with an RBI. Now a 9-5 ball game. So Musser will stand on second. Weaver on first. Sarah Myers at the plate. Wasn't the hardest hit ball in the world, Shannon, but it doesn't have to be, as you couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, nice little bloop shot right there. You get the run in, and you advance the runners.
First delivery to Myers, swung on, driven, right center. That's going to drop in front of the center fielder. McMorrow gloves it. Here comes Musser home. Throw gets cut off by Cox, and it's a 3-run ball game. Second RBI single of the night for Sarah Myers. And I think we're going to get a courtesy runner to come in here for Myers. We will, as it will be number 12 for the Braves coming in, Jalen Gardner, the freshman.
Yeah, Myers is the catcher, so she'll get to come in and put her equipment on.
See, man, I never had that option playing baseball. We never did that. I wish we had that. Shelby Gossett at the plate, and suddenly the tying run she represents at the plate, still with just one out. Well, this has changed rather quickly. And it looks like Coach Edwards wants a mound visit, maybe even a pitching change here. She's going to go out to talk to Lawhon. We'll go ahead and take a brief timeout here, as I think we are going to have a call to the bullpen. Big Z Sports will be back right after this.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at SarchoneCDJR.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, Junior Hot and Crispy Fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California and via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
Back into the bottom of the sixth inning, 9-6 is the score. Shelby Gossett at the plate and a pitching change for the Claymont Mustangs as Peyton Lawhon subs out. Emma Cameron comes in on the bump. In a big spot, 2 runners on, 1 out, 3-run ball game. Gossett at the plate. Gossett is still looking for her first hit of the ball game, sees the first one off the outside corner. She has flown out, popped out, and struck out. 1-0. Runs just a bit out of the zone again.
So Blaze just confirmed it. Claymont was up 9-2 there the other day, and Indian Valley scored 6 in the top of the 6th to get back in it. And so here we are in the 6th.
We're in a similar spot. Next one to Gossett is going to be there now, 2-1. Not quite to the 6 runs yet, but the Braves have plated 4 thus far. Cameron's 2-1, runs high. Johnson has to jump up and hold it. Weaver on second. Courtesy runner on first in Gardner for the Braves after Sarah Myers' RBI single. It was back-to-back RBI singles for the Braves that kept the inning going. Cameron's 3 runs, swung on, driven the left side, but it hooks just foul.
Always a tough decision by a coach in softball to make that pitcher's substitution, because it's a big gamble to bring somebody else in and hope they can find the zone.
Full count. 3-2. Runs inside, and bases are going to be loaded as Gossett draws the walk. Brings Cameron Gossett to the plate. Courtesy runner will be coming in again here for Shelby Gossett over at first. And it will be number 9 coming in for the Braves, Micayela Rehard, the senior. So bases loaded, Cameron Gossett. Walk for her, pop out in a strikeout. Nowhere to put her. Cameron in a big spot right here. And for Cameron, you know, you got to have extreme mental toughness to come in a relief outing with this kind of situation. First delivery to Gossett is going to be there for a strike.
Yeah, this is where you need help from your defense. You gotta be able to find the zone, hopefully get a big strikeout here, but if not, you need your defense to help you get at least one out right here. Try to limit the damage and get out of the inning.
Next delivery is above the eyes of Gossett, now 1-1.
Cameron Gossett, she's the last batter in this inning, and we'll be right back to where we started.
The 1-1. Hold by Gossett as it runs high, now 2-1.
You got to figure her sister had the grand slam the other night. There's another strike.
At the letters, now 2-2.
She'd like to match her sister and get a grand slam tonight. I'd give them the lead, but right now, if you're Coach Braun, you just want her to get the hit.
It goes high, now a 3-2 to Gossett. Each pitch, you can tension building a bit more. 3-run ball game. Bases loaded, 1 out. 3-2, driven, center field. Center fielder will get under it in McMorrow, and it's going to go over her head. Weaver's going to come around to score. Another run scores, and now they will hold everybody else up. A 2-run ball game as Gossett goes straight away center, and I could not tell if it got over the glove of McMorrow or bounced off.
Yeah, well, my vision was blocked right here. We were sitting. It looked like she might have just took the step forward to start, and that it went over her head right there. But like I said, now we're down to 1 run. 2 runs come in right there, so it's 9-8.
An eerily similar situation to what happened on Monday night in terms of the score. And the Braves have batted around with 1 out. It is Cambry Pohl who comes up.
So now we got another runner in.
I did not see who came in.
Ashlyn Boland's actually going to run because Ashlyn.
She is the flex.
She's the flex for her. So Ashlyn will be on second.
First delivery to Pauls on the inside corner, strike 1. Tying run stands on at third. Leading run on at second. 0-1 at the knees, strike 2.
You know a fun fact about Ashlyn Boland? A very talented artist. I've seen some of her work and stuff. The school post, and she's a very talented artist.
Huh. Cameron's 0-2, way high.
I was always good at paint by numbers.
I couldn't even do that. Keeping it in the lines was too hard. Cameron's 1-2, goes high again to Paul, now 2-2. How we got here, it was a 9-2 inning, or 9-2 ball game, I should say, entering this inning. Braves have plated 6. Next delivery to Paul, left side, hooks foul.
She got a big piece of that one, too.
Braves have plated 6, batted around, still only 1 out. And if you're Shelby Gossett on the mound for Indian Valley, after giving up those 9 runs earlier, You got to be smiling right now, feeling pretty good, a little bit more confidence boost. Cameron's next delivery to Paul is a late decision as she gets it past her for out number 2. Now Heavenly Paul will come in. She was hit by a pitch in this inning. Eventually came around to score. That was a big out number 2 for Cameron. Delivery to Paul, too high, ball 1.
You know, Coach Braun would like to see a solid contact, find one of those gaps there in the outfield.
(1-0) from Cameron, swung on and fouled straight back. (1-1) swung on and missed as she goes with the heat, gets it past Paul. Mustangs clinging to a 1-run lead. Cameron looking to limit the damage. The 1-2. Swung on, driven, center field. McMorrow goes back, and it is out of here as Heavenly Paul with a 3-run home run has the Braves up by 2.
Yeah, big job, Coach Braun, telling everybody to get away from the plate, let her hit the plate. That was deep by Paul.
A 3-run shot to straightaway 7 by Paul, and suddenly the Braves up 11-9. My goodness, Shannon, we said there's been a lot of these balls that have been barreled up here tonight, and that trend continues with that one from Paul.
Yeah, that was a massive shot right there. Just a little bit left of center field right there, and like we said, that fence is a little bit higher than most softball fields, and she got over it. That's a 3rd home run hit out of here tonight, 2 by the Mustangs. And
you know why that's happened? Because we made mention that the fence being a little bit higher and there's not much wind. We don't think the ball's going to carry too much. Well, we were wrong. Lily Lewis, the second baseman, her second plate appearance this inning. She's been hit by a pitch, she has struck out, and she has walked. Cameron's first delivery, too far outside. Now if you're Allie Edwards, head coach Allie Edwards and company, you know, you already subbed out Peyton Lawhun, obviously could bring her back in, but you want Cameron to get a fair shake at this. But now it's a brand new ball game here in the 6th inning.
Not sure what happened over at the baseball game. We can see the Indian Valley baseball team has now made its way to the fence.
Next delivery is going to be a strike on the inside corner as it snaps the glove off of Johnson. Johnson smiles on to her pitcher. She'll say, boy, you brought extra heat on that one.
Mr. Indian Valley, Logan McPeak, is behind us. Does he got a baseball update?
Next one, swung on and missed. Sounds like the Braves picked up a 6-1 win there. So now coming out to support the softball team. 2-2. Swung on and staying alive as Lewis as she just got a piece of it. Might want to tell them out there in center where they're congregating that's a bad place to be after Heavenly Paul's 3-run shot to dead center. 2-2. Off speed on the outside corner, and Cameron finally gets out of the inning, but the Braves capture the lead, 11-9. We go on to the 7th inning. Last chance at the plate potentially for the Mustangs. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
Football fans, get ready. Hi, this is Noah with Big Brothers Big Sisters. The NFL Big Draft Party is happening Thursday, April 24th at Shenanigans in Dover from 7 to 9 p.m. Join us for a night of fun, prizes, and great food, all in support of Big Brothers Big Sisters. Enjoy the Mentor Green Drink, exciting giveaways, and Dine to Donate fundraiser, where 10% of proceeds help local youth mentoring programs. Plus, sign up as a mentor and score a Big Brothers Big Sisters football jersey. Don't miss out. Mark your calendars, April 24th at Shenanigans in Dover.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
A brand new ball game, 11-9. The Braves lead the Mustangs, and suddenly, as we move on to the top of the 7th, Claymont finds themselves on their back foot. 4-5-6-2 up for the Mustangs. Boy, you can't write this script, Shannon.
Yeah, I mean, outstanding game. Just like it was the other night, and now the other night the Mustangs were able to hold off the Braves on their home turf, and now here the Braves were able to come back and take the lead, so now the Mustangs got to try to find a way to fight back here in the top of the 7th.
Gossett will kick and fire to Cox. It is ball 1. Shelby Gossett still on the mound, has given up those 9 runs, but still in line right now at this moment for the win, if she can hold on. Cox in this game has a 2-run home run, had a single and a double. She is 3 for 3. Pops that one up foul. I think for either team, Shannon, she is the only batter with a perfect mark so far tonight.
Yeah.
Technically, Abby Johnson with a single and 2 walks would also be joining that company, though. Next delivery from Gossett. Tries to go at the letters, but it's just too high. Now 2-1. Gossett's 2-1 was too low. Good hold by Cox. Gossett with another deep breath. Cox digs in. (3-1) kicks, fires right past Cox. Now 3-2. You remember, Shannon, it was a low pitch the last time that she sent it over to the left center or left field. That time Gossett fired it right past her, though. The 3-2. Swung on, popped up, left side, trailing back. Musser gets under it and makes the grab for out number 1.
Yeah, that's a big out right there for the Braves when you take away the big bat at Cox. I mean, she's done a lot of damage today.
Hayden Lawhon coming to the plate. Take that back. Instead, Hadley Abel coming in a pinch hit opportunity.
You know, as hot as these bats have been, the temperature is going to continue to rise, so you might want to get a hold of Ron's Heating and Cooling and get that AC checked out because it's going to get warm about July.
Yeah, and you're going to want to make sure it's functioning beforehand so you don't have to hear the that terrible statement of, why is it so hot in here?
And it only happens, at midnight.
That's comfortable to sleep in,
Ron's
right?
Heating and Cooling, I believe, has 24-hour emergency service, and just tell them it's an emergency.
I think they do. Gossett's first delivery to Abel sees the strike on the outside corner. I believe it is 24 hours.
My wife wouldn't agree that it's an emergency. She'd tell me to wait till the next day, but nope, it's an emergency when it comes to me and my AC.
You don't sleep well in the hot, do you?
No, I do not.
Gossett's 0-1, swung on and missed, pass Abel. Gossett's 0-2, too low. That is a tough one to lay off if you're able.
Yeah, she it was so close to that zone right there. You could either get called strike or a ball, and she won that one, so it's a scary territory.
Gossett's 1-2, swung on and fouled back. She'll stay alive. You know, we said after the 14-10 game these two sides had on Monday, thought maybe it could be a pitcher's duel just because you and I were here. No, we have had the offensive explosion just like it was on Monday. The 1-2 from Gossett. Outside corner at the knees. Strike 3 is called. And Claymont now down to their final out.
Yeah, that was a big at-bat there for Gossett. She was able to win that, get it down to 2 outs now. But she's bringing up another solid batter for the Mustangs, and Anna Bloom.
8 punch-outs for Gossett. In Bloom, she has a sacrifice, a walk, and a ground out and a run scored. First offering at the knees, strike 1.
That might have been the biggest breath I've seen Gossett take all
she
game
does
long.
it in between every pitch, but that might have been 0-1. Went off speed, and it runs just a bit high. The 1-1. Outside corner, strike 2. Gossett battling back. Looking to slam the door. The 1-2. Swung on. Pops straight back. Myers takes a glance at it, but it's well foul. Gossett ready again. Bloom digs in. 1-2. In the dirt. Remember when I said a couple innings ago about the tension rising? I think we've hit the peak of it.
It's risen.
The pitch. Good hold by Bloom. Twitch of the hands, but it's a full count and a payoff pitch upcoming.
Yeah, that one was rising the zone. You could tell she wanted it, but she was smart enough to hold off, and it rose just up out of the zone.
Gossett's 3-2. Too high, and a base runner on with 2 gone. Tying run now comes to the plate in Peyton Lawhon. Actually, nope, I take that back. It would be Emma Cameron who came in last inning in relief for the Mustangs, so she will take over the spot of Lawhon in the order.
Yeah, and that's tough considering that Lawhon had the big home run last inning.
That was Peyton Lawhon with the home run. As I keep getting them confused between Peyton and Hayden. First one to Cameron was too high. .1-0 from Gossett right there for strike 1. Not expecting a throwdown from Myers, as obviously the focus is on the batter, but Bloom is way off at first whenever she's getting her lead.
Yeah, I'm sure that the catcher in her kind of wants to make that throw, but I'm sure Coach Braun's giving her instructions.
1-1. At the knees, strike 2. Gossett, set, her delivery. Too high, past the outstretched glove of Myers, and Bloom is going to advance on to second. Runner now in scoring position. Cameron represents the tying run. Gossett's 2-2. Swung on, popped up foul.
Big cut, just got underneath of it, drove it foul a long ways out into the parking lot behind us.
I think you and I are still parked far enough away. We're all right. Cameron ready. Gossett toes the rubber. Her next delivery. Half swing, a check swing, an appeal out there. I believe there was an appeal, I thought, out to the base umpire. Myers is asking for it.
He's not.
And it will be a payoff pitch upcoming again. The issue there was Myers was out to the circle asking the base umpire, but she hadn't asked the home plate umpire to issue the appeal. And Myers with a big smile when she came back. Payoff pitch. Too low. A 2-out walk. And now the leading run will come up to the plate. Should say the go-ahead run, rather, as it will be Abby Johnson. Walk issued there. Back-to-back walks, and those have been a bit of a problem for Gossett today.
Yeah, Johnson had a single in the third inning, then she was walked in the fourth and walked in the fifth. She's a solid player for the Mustangs, looking to do some damage here with 2 outs in the top of the seventh.
Gossett kicks, deals. That's going to be right there to Johnson, strike one. It is Bloom on first, Bloom on second, Cameron on first. Mustangs were leading 9-2. Braves erupted for that huge 9-run inning last inning. The next offering to Johnson, inside corner at the knees.
Well, it's the second batter in a row that
she's gotten to an 0-2 count.
Yeah, she jumps out, and now she's got to find a way to finish it.
Fans getting up on their feet here from Janayton. Gossett ready. The 0-2. Outside corner, just off the black. Now 1-2. Gossett slaps the ball into her glove. Comes set again. Or will be after another deep breath. The 1-2. Swung on and missed as Shelby Gossett sits down Abby Johnson and battles through to get the win tonight. The Indian Valley Braves, who trailed by 7 runs entering the bottom of the 6th inning, pick up the 11-9 victory.
Yeah, pretty much the same performance that it was the other night, but the Mustangs was able to hold on the other night, and tonight the Braves were able to close the deal, so they split the series. They both win their home game.
What an incredible comeback for the Braves as they capture the victory over their crosstown rival. Stay tuned, because coming up is your Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show. We'll wrap this one up, hand out our McInturf Realty Player of the Game, and all the players get to enjoy some ice-cold chocolate milk, courtesy of the Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers and Bueller's Fresh Foods. Stay tuned to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop in to the Niedenthal facility on North Wooster Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
As a parent, a high school sports season can be exhausting. From traveling to games, eating on the run, getting to bed late, and oh yeah, still working your 9 to 5. After all that, you need to unwind, and there is no better way to do that than at one of the 10 lakes operated by the Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District. The opportunities are endless with things to do, plus the option of primitive tent camping or treating yourself to glamping in one of their cabins. See all the Muskingum Watershed offers by finding them at mwcd.org.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
It is time for the Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show here from Jeanette Hutton in what was a wild night out of the IVC in high school softball. The Indian Valley Braves come from behind to pick up the 11-9 victory thanks to a 9-run sixth inning. Shannon, we thought throughout that entire game it was on the mound Peyton Lawhon who was kind of cruising up to that sixth inning. Then all of a sudden the Braves started putting it together.
Yeah, the Braves seen her a couple times and they finally, figured her out and was able to put together some big hits right there, and they had to bring in another player, and it didn't slow the Braves' offense down there in that sixth inning, and they were able to overcome that deficit and pick up the win. 5
Braves had RBIs in that sixth inning. Those came thanks to a 2 RBI triple from Alexa Schuler. You had an RBI single for Bella Weaver, RBI single for Sarah Myers, 2 RBI double for Cameron Gossett, and then a 3-run home run by Heavenly Paul, which ultimately gave the Indian Valley Braves the edge that they needed to pick up the win. And you know what, Shannon? What a big hit it was for the senior. And I think that's fitting enough for a McInturf Realty Player of the Game, Nodden.
Yeah, the youngster, I believe she might only be a freshman, or maybe she's the older one. I can't remember. But
sophomore.
So she's a sophomore. No, that's Cambry, Paul.
Oh, Heavenly's a senior.
So Heavenly's a senior.
You didn't hear what
and the funny thing is Cambry's friends with my daughter, so I should have knew that.
Oh, okay.
So that makes it even worse. Like you said, outstanding hit for her, and and it's always special when we get to award those to seniors. So our McInturf Realty Player of the Game is Heavenly Paul from the Indian Valley Braves and the Braves' 11-9 win.
Well, with that being a 7-run deficit and heading into the 6th, if you know anybody who was watching and tuned it out after that big deficit, be sure to tell them to come back and watch our replay as we are wrapping things up now. What a come-from-behind win. Final score, 11-9. Braves top the Mustangs. For the Claxon Communications crew and Shannon Thomas, I'm Nick McWilliams. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. High school baseball returns to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel tomorrow. Be sure to tune in for that. Until next time, Z Country, we'll be back at a ballpark again near you soon.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.